Hello, everybody. It's Scott O'Mato back for another episode of Thriving with Project E. And we have mastered the EMC system essentially at this point. So we are sitting at 360 million EMC. So let's go ahead and start spending some of our spoils here. Let's look at producing some of the great tools and weapons that Project E has for us. So the first thing we're going to want to do is just go through the dark matter tools here, which are very nice. They're higher than diamond level. You get 8 attack damage on a pick, 9 attack damage on an axe, which, let me see what a diamond axe is. Let's compare. So you get 7 attack damage, but on the axe you get 9. So it's the same there. Much greater on the pickaxe. The sword here was 7. So Project E. Sword is 13. So significantly more powerful. But let's go ahead and produce those. And to do it, you're just basically doing the same shapes, but you're using diamonds and dark matter. Okay, so we'll just get a stack of each and create all of those. So there's the dark matter and diamonds. Right, which, by the way, we've been producing red matter, and that's cool and all, but you just got to, I've actually got it already here. Not sure what just happened there. There we go. So I guess you can right click it into there, but it doesn't work. So there's diamonds being produced. There's our streaming diamonds. And you could see that they're of such little value compared to what we're doing that you would quickly fill up your container. So let's do diamond blocks on this guy up here, which is a little faster. Yeah. So they're streaming diamond blocks. We could do a diamond block a second, essentially. Yeah, that's a second, even less. So there you go, diamond blocks a second. Not a problem. All right, so let's go ahead and produce these tools. Same shapes as your regular tools, just with diamonds and dark matter. So there's our pickaxe. There's our axe. There's our hoe. There's our shovel. And here's our sword. Okay, again, these all don't have durability. They don't have any special features to them, except you can increase the charge range to get greater mining areas, I believe. And I believe there's a hammer as well, yeah, and shears. So let's see. The hammer is that, or the shears, I'm sorry, is that. And then the hammer for mining is this guy. And it has 14 attack damage, 1 attack speed, 1.6 attack speed, 1.2 for, let's see, the axe is 1. So it has the same attack speed as the axe, but 14 attack damage. And then it can also do mining. Of course, we'll want to put all that back into the system to get a record of it. And we're over 400 million now. And producing diamonds like crazy. Each stack of diamonds is 524,000. And producing diamond blocks like crazy. So you can see a stack of diamond blocks is 4.7 million, which is the same as the Eternalist fuel block. All right, so having done that, we can just immediately go to the next level, but let's go ahead and produce the dark armor too. And it is just dark matter in the armor shapes. So dark matter, get a stack of that. Only need 24, but whatever. So let's get our armor shape going. Boots. Okay. There we go. And get some pants and a hat. There we go. And so that is the dark matter armor. It has 80% armor reduction. We don't need this crappy iron anymore. Put it back in. Nor do we need any of these tools. Put those back in. Okay, let's put on the armor. There you go. So it's cool looking armor. Whoa. Backup guy. Yeah, there you go. That'll be my screenshot. Let me actually get rid of the interface first. Okay. And still timing. I don't know what I'm timing, but I'm timing. So there's the dark matter armor. It has 80% damage reduction, stronger than diamond. It doesn't have any durability, but otherwise doesn't have any special effects either. But it's very significant armor, and in most cases I wear it as my everyday armor, even in a playthrough like this, because the gem armor gives you a bunch of buffs that sometimes you don't want all the time. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So let's go ahead and then graduate to the next level, and we'll play with some of these tools and try them out. Some of the tools from the dark matter as well, but we might as well, because we can, go all the way through. So red matter, same way, except we get the pieces of armor included. So it's the same recipe, just the others in another slot have the piece of armor. So let's get red matter, stack of it, and then pull off our armor. Which I did capture all that? No. So grab that. And our boots. All right, so let's go through and make the chest plate. There. Okay. Make the pants. There. Make the boots. And the helmet finally. Okay, there we go. That's the red matter armor. Go ahead and put it on. It's another good everyday type armor. It doesn't have special effects, but it has 90% armor reduction, 90% damage reduction. I'm pretty sure it has no other effects beside that. Beside water breathing. I don't think it has water breathing even, or fire resistance or anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So let's take a little bit of damage from that, if it will damage us. Yeah, so no water breathing, no special effects to it at all. So we need to go ahead And let's see, I'll show you that armor. Again, cool looking armor. Just red compared to the black with the little mouthpiece thing. Cool looking armor though. It's still extremely powerful. So we now want to go ahead and start to produce some of these other items because we'll need them when we produce the gem armor. And one of the main things we need is the climb stars. So we need to go ahead and climb the levels of the climb stars. We've already produced several of these items, but let's finish out our climb stars. So the climb star level we went to is the sphere. That was as much as we could go to at that time. So that was one level below the omega, which is the highest, and it's 25 million itself. So we just take 4 spheres. They don't stack. 4. And then that'll produce the Klein star omega, which again is one of a big accomplishment to produce in ProjectE, and then charging it, having a charged one is a big accomplishment. It'll hold 50 million EMC. So we could charge it in our power flower here, and we'll do that at some point. Okay, so there's the omega. You need that to produce the items for the gem armor. Now let's see what else that we need that we haven't made. We haven't made this Evertide amulet. Let's make that. And again, I will demonstrate all these tools as well. 6 buckets of water, 3 dark matter. Dark matter. Water. Again, another example of something you couldn't have made, or it wouldn't have had EMC if we didn't fix the water bucket thing. The EMC values being missing from that. So here's this guy. Get our buckets back. We might have already made this, now that I remember. No. Okay. Put the buckets back in. There's our amulet. Now it's an infinite source of water. It also has the ability to cause it to rain all the time, but you can fill tanks and barrels and whatever with it. And it'll also fire a water projectile, so you could quickly make rivers and stuff like that with it. It's a really cool item. And you can also walk on water while you have it in your inventory on your hotbar. So we could go over here and walk on water, and very fast too. So you can basically sprint on water. So we come off the water. We're not flying, we're walking on the water. Cool. All right. So there's that guy. And again, as I said, it's an infinite water source. And you can even often use it in crafting. If something requires a water bucket, you should be able to use that. And it doesn't use any EMC for those. All right, so that's this guy. And then I believe that's all the specialty items that we haven't made yet. We have that. You could see that this one mixes in the vulcanite amulet. So for the helmet, you get water breathing from this, and you get the it feeds you, okay. And since you're using the Klein star, this doesn't have durability, and you don't have to use EMC for any of those abilities. This guy will give you fire resistance and the ability to walk on lava and fire out lava as well. to the. You can't fire the lava in the gem armor or the water projectile, but you can do it with those separate items. Then this one has the Watch of Flowing Time to slow down mobs, and the Black Hole Band. Not sure what it does in that case. I don't think it pulls items towards you or anything like that. It might. We might look into that. Then the Swift Wolf's Rending Gale, 2 of those for the boots will give you flight and a jump ability, and it's kind of the perfect mix between flight, creative flight, and a jetpack type feel. Plus, you always sprint. So those are the Hurricane boots. All right, so Lifestone Amulet. We got the amulet, or maybe it was the Soul Stone. Yeah, Soul Stone. Okay. And the Klein Star. So there's the real cost right there, is the Klein Stars. Okay, so we just need the Red Mentor helmet, take off this armor. And I did capture that, right? Yeah. Okay. Just always want to be sure, because otherwise you're going to have to go through and do it again. So there's the gem helmet. Get that back. All right. Now we need the Vulcanite and a body stone. Body stone and the Klein Star. Okay. And there's our gem chest plate. Get the amulet back. All right. For this, we'll need a Watch of Flowing Time Black Hole Band. Flowing Time. Black Hole Band. And the Klein Star here. Okay. That's the leggings. And then the boots, 2 Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. And the Klein Star. And here we go with the ultimate armor. All right, I figured it would pick the one that was in the bar, which temporarily we won't need that anymore. So we could pull it off our hotbar. I've captured it now. So there's our gem armors. Boots. All right, and you see we get a speed boost. Let's look at that. And cool looking armor again. A little bit more details on the chest and on the boots. A little bit more color to it. But that's it for Project E's armor. That's the top armor. So again, we always sprint. We can fly. We can also do a jetpack type of thing where we just hold up and jump. Of course, we get fall resistance. But see, that's like a jetpack mode where you're just hitting the shift bar to ascend and then descend. And if you hold the shift key, you'll quickly descend like that. So, boom. So you can just be right on enemies. You step assist. All right, you need to turn on the offensive abilities of the armor, I think. Let's see, step assist. All right, there's night vision enabled. So you have night vision. Enable or disable it with the X key. Shift X will enable it. Shift X disables it. It actually says in the tooltip there. So let's leave it disabled for now. but then the X key by itself will turn on and off step assist. So none of this uses energy extra beside the armor itself. So then you have a step assist. So again, you can just quickly hover up. It's a great feel too in this flight, because again, you could just kind of pop yourself up and then boom, come right down. So you can be right on top of an enemy before they even have any chance to react. So I don't know if we'll see any around. Or you can just double click your spacebar, double shift, and you'll be in creative flight mode. But like this spider, boom, we're right on him. And that's really cool. And it feels so good, like in the nether and stuff, when you're jumping between areas. So you get like a super jump ability, but it's more of a jetpack, really. Okay, so a little lag from that. Then the armor has offensive abilities, which you enable by Shift V. So it says activated gem armor offensive abilities. Now what that is when you hold the Shift key, then you get that effect that we had with Swiftwolf's Rending Gale that pushes enemies back, and you can use your H key to strike lightning on them. So you can push them back, and then you can strike them. And you also have the kind of ability, doesn't work quite the same, but to knock them back, to do the huge knockback effect with that. So that's the offensive abilities of this armor. And it's basically derived from the Swiftwolf Rending Gale. Now in this armor you also do walk on water. You have water breathing. So you walk on water the same way. When you're walking on water, you need to shift to go down into the water. You don't get any acceleration in the water beside your flight. You can fly through the water to get like a fast speed. But you have full water breathing. Your bubbles will just, well, I guess they don't even advance. You have fire resistance, not just resistance, fire, I don't know, what do you call it? Fire immunity. You can walk on lava, you can swim in lava, you can completely walk in fire. You're totally resistant to it. The only things you're really susceptible to are fast poison damage and really intense explosions. I mean, the highest level explosions. Other than that, I think it has 90% armor or 90% damage reduction plus all these buffs that you get. So that is the ultimate armor. Now, as far as an everyday armor, it's up to you. I mean, to me, I don't continually want to be sprinting all the time in everything I do. And then the jump is kind of too intense. Like that's your standard jump. And the further you hold it down, the more you jump. That's really unique and cool. So like I could easily just jump right over this guy. Boom. I mean, that's amazing. I love this armor more than any other. It's just, to me, not my everyday armor that I would wear. It's battle armor. So there is all the levels of armor in Project E, and to me, it's some of the best armor there is in the game, period. See, we're completely full of diamonds. So you get more diamonds than you can manage. So producing diamonds is not even worth it at this point because see, it's already filled right back up. So you spend more time pulling out diamonds than you do actually using them. I got to remember I've got the portable. It takes me always a little while to make the mental switch between going over there and using my uh, yeah, see, they fill up so fast that I might as well just take that out because you can't even keep up. Diamonds just aren't valuable enough in this case, so you spend a lot more time cleaning them out. But isn't that a beautiful thing? 108 slots of diamonds, stacks of diamonds. So yeah, beside having the 120 million in armor, we're already basically paid for it, just in the time it took us to make them, to make the armor. We've almost recouped that entirely. So let me just do the cleanup. Oh, it's so painful having this many diamonds. Oh, they're such a nuisance. That must be how billionaires and stuff feel, is that all this money is just a nuisance after a while. Got too much. So there's 370,000. And then each one of these is 4.7 million. So we are rich beyond our wildest dreams. Yeah, we should get up to half a billion real quick with these. Yeah, there we go. Half a billion. So we're in half a billion. We're half a billionaires. I'll go ahead and let it produce those, but let's throw away an emerald block. Is a good thing to produce. It's just expensive enough to, keep going, keep flowing good, but not overfill itself. But see, just in the time we waited, because it goes into the buffers of the relays, it was charging the buffers, then that gets pulled into here. That's why there was an immediate, and we can hold, I think our buffer here is only like 40 million. What happened? I didn't pull them out. Okay. So there you go, 540 million. One thing we haven't produced yet is the dark matter tools themselves, or the red matter, but we're going to carry that over into the next episode, and we'll produce all the red matter tools and then the multi-tools that ProjectE offers. And then the remaining items, of which not a whole lot of, some of the nice baubles and stuff, we haven't produced all of these rings yet. And then we could get the highest level lens as well. Oh, so there's the crazy sounds. And we'll close on that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. This is a hugely productive episode. And I always just like to keep track of the time. We're at day 34. And we have the gem armor. So, we're flying through it. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Feedback, comments, suggestion, ideas, thoughts, cares, concerns, prayers, all that good stuff. Love to hear from you guys. I appreciate you. This is Scott O'Mato. Have a great day. Bye-bye.